Hi, Sufi Nathan from Head Academy and the Flow State program, back with another video as an introduction to myself and the programs. The Flow State program is designed through my experience to balance the four realms of self. What I call the four realms of self are the physical, spiritual, mental and emotional selves. Now, we can find ourselves trapped in negative situations and negative cycles or spirals in our life. Now, without balance in all of these four realms, it's nearly impossible to live a life of connectedness, flow, and joy or happiness. Most people out there are looking for some kind of relief from negative emotion, stress, and or even illness, which is obviously the result of imbalance in our body and within our entire being. So in order to heal, in order to feel balance, we must balance our physical selves, our health, and of course our emotions. So how do we find balance in all of these four realms? You know, I would ask you this: do you have some way of coping with your negative tendencies right now? What is that coping mechanism? Is it going to the gym? Is it running excessively? Is it hanging out with friends? Is it drinking? What are your coping mechanisms? What are the ways in which you generally tend to handle the imbalances when they arise in your life? And first we need to identify those and understand that, well, are they healthy? Do my coping mechanisms add to my life and bring health to my life? That would be the first thing I would ask myself. If the answer is no, then we need to make some changes. So within the four realms, the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual, we have different tools and different ways with which we can balance those realms, you know. A lot of them interact, a lot of them intersect, just like the five elements do in Taoist theory. You know, our thoughts and emotions can be a vehicle for creativity, or they can be a vehicle for never-ending negative loops. And I call the mental and emotional loop the infinity loop, where your thoughts create your emotions and your emotions create your thoughts, and you're stuck in this mental and emotional infinity loop. And then some of us may go to the gym and work out, and that gets us out of that loop for the time being. But then when we go back home, or we go back to our normal lives, then the thoughts and emotions start up again. Or we might sit down to do a seated meditation of mindfulness or something like that, where we're just sitting and being still, and we feel that peace and tranquility while we're meditating. But then when you get up and you go into your day, all of those patterns and processes that you're addicted to, as I said in the earlier videos, are still there. So we need techniques that actually do work in order to balance these four realms. So I would ask you, before you watch the next video, to identify for me things that you do to make yourself feel good mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually. So what are they? They could be hobbies. They could be hanging out with friends, going for a walk in the bush. I want you to identify what it is that makes you feel good, okay? So just take the time to actually write down, identify what it is that really floats your boat, which makes you spark, which gives you a sense of joy. And once you've identified these things, then I want you to go about trying to implement more of that into your life. If you're just going to work, coming home, giving all of your attention and love and everything to the family, but you're not doing something for yourself, something that brings you joy, that creates balance or gives you energy, that re-energizes you, then you know, it's only a matter of time before you're going to feel spent and run down. So I want you to identify for me, write down the things that float your boat, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.